It refers back to your old-fashioned whiteboard. That's bollocks. Yeah.
To bollocks, yeah.
It's not a bollocks.
There will be an extended audible-only version of this episode coming soon to a streaming service near you, with extra waffling. See you soon. Drama Zoom! So, this is the inaugural, possibly only episode, who knows, see how it goes, where we're going to talk about conspiracy theories. Namely, I'm assuming 2 right now, because I got one, and probably you got one. Right, couple of tests, and I just want some simple answers, right, before we get to the main one.
You want simple answers from me? Okay, cool. Good
Simple answers.
Simple answers.
These are all conspiracy theories which are out there, on the webs, in books, and, maybe we'll get to them in future episodes if we do future things.
Yeah.
So Queen Elizabeth I was a man.
Right, okay.
Any thoughts
was she?
on that? Well, that's one theory. We won't get into the crux of it. What do you think? Do you think that's true or not?
I think that's Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh, could be true, sorry. Queen Elizabeth
Do
I.
I think it could be true? No,
Could
I think it's false because I know she had some kind of feminine defect beta thalassemia gene.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
The next one, there's an extra planet in our solar system.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go could be.
There's a satellite which has been orbiting our planet for the last 13,000 years called the Black Knight.
Well, now, it depends what you classify as a satellite.
It's been orbiting, and apparently it's been sending signals to planet Earth.
Does it state it's a man-made satellite?
Yes.
Oh,
well,
no,
alien-made.
Oh, no, Scientology would probably say yes, but I would say no.
But anyway, that's not what I wanted to get into. I just wanted to see what your responses would be to them, to see where you are on the conspiracy level.
Right.
If you'd said, oh yeah, I know them, they're all true, we would have had a great episode.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to spout one of my favourites to you, Purple. And then we're going to go through some facts. I say facts, but you know how it is with these things. Right.
Internet facts, yep.
Yeah. Have you heard of the phantom time hypothesis?
No.
Right. It's basically I'll get to my notes now, but it's basically, according to a German historian in 1991, we, in our Earth date, 2024, we're missing 300 years. The Dark Ages didn't happen. Okay. And there was about 300 years in the Dark Ages which were completely made up. And we're not in 2024, we're actually in 1724 right now. We're still in the 18th century.
Okay.
Any thoughts on that so far?
Right, so my thoughts are, I have never believed, this will be an interesting one for you, I have never believed from a scientific perspective that we are in what is now 2024. Yeah.
Well, obviously dates are just made up, man-made, and we're going on by the celestial events.
We have the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from the Julian count, yeah.
So if we look at pre-Julian, pre-Gregorian, we have base 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was primarily most famously by the Mayans, right? So base 20 because 10 fingers, 10 toes, and it was as simple as that. That was basically how it worked.
Okay.
And this is why the 2012 thing didn't actually calculate correctly because of base
when
20.
the world was going to end, you mean, and people were buying up little bunkers under the mountains. Yeah.
So I think if we take into consideration time as a whole, obviously we have never taken into consideration the fact that the years, scientifically speaking and factually speaking, get shorter every year.
Yeah.
But do I believe we're in the 1700s? That's debatable. 18th century. That's debatable whether we could have lost that much time, and in what respect that much time? Because it depends when you start counting.
Well, the reason this comes from a historian called Herbert Illig, German historian who's still alive, by the way. It's not like some dude from like 100 years ago. In 1991, I'm going to read some stuff, right?
Okay.
A German historian named Herbert Illig in 1991 claimed that there was 297 years of history missing from our date. The years 1614 to 911 AD were completely made up by a group of powerful rulers and scholars. They did this to make it seem like they lived in the year 1000 AD. And basically, there was a ruler called Where is he? I had him.
I had this ruler. All right.
Well, where the bloody hell is he? His name was, he was the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, and Pope Sylvester II, and Emperor Constantine VII. And basically, the theory is proposed by this historian that back in the 600s AD, this Emperor Otto wanted to. There was various reasons, but one of them was he wanted Christmas and Easter to line up with his Christianic views of the dates of when they were supposed to be, and he also wanted to rule into the new millennia, the 1000 AD.
Right.
Obviously, he was in the 600s, so he would have to have lived for at least 300 to 400 years in order for that to happen. So he commissioned a load of scholars and clergymen to write into scripture that it is now the year 1000. And the reason that some people think that it was bullshit that the Dark Ages happened is, have you heard of King Charlemagne?
Yes.
The King of France.
Yep, Charlemagne,
right? You know King. Yeah, everyone knows King Charlemagne. Well, basically, the theory is that Emperor Otto, the King Charlemagne, never existed. Because he existed in the time which they are missing some historical documents from 614 to 911 AD.
Right. And
basically, the reason why this German historian came up with this, there's a couple of reasons, but one of the biggest reasons was Charlemagne was born in April 2nd, 7048. He hailed from the Frankish Carolingian dynasty and was the eldest son of Pepin the Short and Bertrada of Leon, whatever, weird names back then. He became king of the Franks, ruling over the Germanic tribe. He basically united the Germanic tribes.
Right.
He conquered present-day Belgium, France, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and Western Germany. He expanded his conquest into other parts of Europe. He rewrote scriptures and laws around Europe. He also conquered Bavaria, Saxony, northern Spain. He spread Christianity to all the new lands around Europe. He became the emperor of the Carolingian Empire. Oh.
1 second. I have no idea what's just happened.
Shall wait. He was crowned the emperor in Rome by Pope Leo the Third, and it marked the first time an emperor ruled the West after the fall of the Western Roman Empire nearly 3 centuries earlier. And he did all that in 44 years. So yeah, he did all of that, achieved so much in 44 years. This is why this historian guy is saying that couldn't have been done. It would have taken like 3 or 4 lifetimes to do what he did in 44 years.
I mean, you say that, right? But look what Hitler accomplished in about 12.
Well, yes, but this was back in like the 600s, the 800s with Charlemagne, so and back then, like only 5% of the population were literate. Not many of them could read or write.
But at the same time, like he wouldn't have had a Nintendo Switch. They wouldn't have had the distraction.
No, they didn't have the internet back then either.
No, pre-dial-up.
Yeah.
But again, when you've got the whole thing, you're going into the manipulation of scriptures and stuff, that makes it more viable. Because obviously we know King Henry VIII and Thomas Cromwell and Thomas More manipulated the King James Bible when they translated it and cut half of it out.
And and there's also manuscripts from the medieval times which weren't actually written in the medieval times. They just copied from manuscripts hundreds of years before. So basically, Charlemagne didn't exist. He was made up by the Emperor Otto.
The
Ottoman Emperor, in order to bring forth his dynasty into the new millennia. So, what do you think makes, like you said, that could be true? Like the reading and writing parts, most of the writing was done by scholars or the educated, and like you said, about 5% of the world's population were literate.
Yeah,
not illiterate, literate.
But literate.
So literate. Yes. Yeah. So it could possibly have something could have been written into law where the common folk would just have to follow because they can't read or write anyway.
But I suppose also when you look at, even if we go forward to say 12th century,
Yeah.
You had possibly the same portion of the world being literate again,
Yeah.
but you look how much in the way of biblical manuscript was produced then, and because of Western Europe influence
Yeah.
and Western Europe travel, and while there are viabilities behind it, and there are viabilities, I can't say there aren't, because
Yeah.
we know how people manipulate very important things like this to suit a narrative. It is, it's proven throughout history.
Yeah.
Do I believe it goes that far? No.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you some more facts to back this theory, hypothesis up. So basically, in the years of Charlemagne, now apparently these parts are sort of true, but again, I think it's down to cherry picking myself. But there's architecture during his time which didn't advance for a couple of hundred years.
Yeah.
Like if you look at our architecture now compared to like 100 years ago, it's very different. Compared to like 300 years ago, it's very different. Technology didn't advance during the years of Charlemagne. In those couple of hundred years, your camera's gone again.
What is going on? I have
Technical difficulties. So the architecture and technology didn't advance in the ages of Charlemagne. And you can look up stuff like this where some of it's true, but it probably isn't. You look at like castles of Europe, they weren't built around that time of Charlemagne when we know that like Europe is full of castles.
Yes.
Built in the 12th century and from the 5th century even.
Yeah.
So but there was like a time basically in Charlemagne's time where there was no castles built, according to reports.
Right.
And that's essentially the theory. Now, the scientific community is obviously fully against this theory. They don't agree with any of this. This historian guy has said, because apparently there are like coins of Charlemagne around the world, which were obviously minted when obviously when he was in reign. There's manuscripts written about Charlemagne, but again, those you could probably disregard because they can be written by anyone. The majority of the scientific community disregard this theory as nothing but not a hoax or a fictionalized theory, but just someone who's basically grasping at straws. And this historian guy, he it's not his only theory he's come up with. He's come up with other theories where the ancient Egyptian pyramids and what have you should be put an extra 2,000 years older than we think. That's for another episode, mate. But
that's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, but that's my theory, Parple.
I quite like it because it has half plausibility.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not half plausibility, but there are plausible sections in there.
If you look at some stuff, you think, oh, shit, it could be. But then you look deeper into it. And
then you're like, no, shit. It refers back to your old-fashioned whiteboard. That's bollocks.
To bollocks, yeah.
It's not a bollocks.
But that's always been one of my favourites. I got a ton of conspiracy theories, which I love. I love reading about. They're proper bollocks, but I love reading about them. And this is one of my favourite because potentially because of the way history is always written by the victors of war, as we know to this day. So there's always that little potential.
Yeah.
But because like the scientific community, maybe they just don't want to rewrite the history books, and that's why they're going against it. You don't know. Maybe that's a conspiracy in itself, Bob.
It could be.
But that's my theory to you.
I've got one of two, so you can pick which one you want. I've got one.
Go on. Give me the headlines of both of them, and I'll pick.
I'll give you the headlines of both of them. Okay.
Go on.
Number one only becomes prominent to you once you're told about it.
Okay.
Second one encapsulates a theoretical myth, brings it into a theory, and then connects it all the way to simulation theory.
Ooh. I actually love simulation theory stuff, so I think I'm going to have to go for that one.
Well, saying that, both of them can connect to simulation theory.
Go on, I'll go for the...
Do you want the shorter one or the longer one?
What do you want to do? It's up to you.
Okay, one of them starts off in the world of film and television, the other one doesn't.
Oh, let's do the film and television
I
one.
thought you
Go on.
would.
Yeah.
So I think where I'm going to start, you may have heard of, right?
Okay.
So, have you ever heard of the Tommy Westphall universe?
No, I haven't.
You're gonna love this then, because it is a film TV nerd's wet dream.
Okay.
Okay, so in the 80s, there was a television program called St. Elsewhere.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're on about now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it had 6 series, but the very, very last scene of the series, it zooms out of the hospital and out of a snow globe, and it turns out that the entire St. Elsewhere 6 series took place in the brain of a 6-year-old autistic boy.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
Now, this started off as a fun little thing until people really started to connect the dots. Now, the theory goes it wasn't just St. Elsewhere that existed in Tommy Westphall's mind. Mm-hmm. Because characters, not actors, characters that appeared in St. Elsewhere have appeared in other television programs, but not just characters, also brands.
Well, I can totally see that happens now, doesn't it? With a lot of movies and TV shows.
Yeah, but it all goes back to this, right? So at this point in time, so I looked today, we're on nearly 1,000. 1,000. It was only 411 in 2021. It's nearly 1,000 as of today. That fit. I'd see. I'm pretty sure you'll find a piece of B-roll of the map that like connects it all together.
What, 1,000 TV shows? You mean?
1,000 films, TV shows, because you've got things like the entire Marvel universe exists in it.
Really?
But this is where it gets a little bit crazy, because it then links perfectly and adds clarification to a second one that fits in it. So, have you heard of a television program called Good Morning Miss Bliss?
No, I haven't.
So, Good Morning Miss Bliss featured Screech Powers, Zach Morris, Mr. Belding. Yeah.
Yeah.
In this program, Zach Morris was a geek. He was quiet. He was a spotty teenager who wasn't cool. No one spoke to him. And it went on for 1 season. Everyone from this then went on to being Saved by the Bell. Yep. These are also connected to the Tommy Westphall universe. And a big chunk of the shows that connect to the Tommy Westphall universe have a deeper story behind them.
All right.
Biggest one being Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell actually only exists in Zach Morris's mind. And if you listen to the theme tune of Saved by the Bell, it explains this.
I'm trying to sing it in my head.
I will bring
it.
up the lyrics to save to it, and I'll go through them with you.
I can hear the tune, but I can't quite hear the lyrics. Right. Do they have Red Apple cigarettes in all this universe?
Red Apple and...
they do, today.
Yes, it's Red Apple and the other brand as well. There's another brand which features in everything. They're the 2 brands of cigarettes.
Really? Yeah.
So Saved by the Bell. So when I wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning, and I don't think I'm going to ever make it on time, by the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. I'm all right because I'm saved by the bell. If the teacher pops a test, I know I'm in a mess, and my dog ate all my homework last night, riding low in my chair. She won't... Motherfucking camera. I wonder if it's the... So basically, what it's saying is, if you notice the aspects of Saved by the Bell, yeah, which don't make any sense, is before it exists, Saved by the Bell, before the year before, so he's in freshman year, he's not cool, he's not anything, but the next year, when we come back to Saved by the Bell,
yep,
he can freeze time, he can stop everybody during the show. Because he can. Because like throughout the show, how many times in an episode does he goes freeze and everybody stops?
So, Joe, I haven't watched Saved by the Bell for years. Is Zach the main character?
Zach is the main character, as he was in Good Morning Miss Bliss as well.
Okay, right.
But it gets even stranger.
Go on.
So as it moves forward, it turns out the Tommy Westphall universe then starts to slip into factual programs.
All right.
So, characters from Tommy Westphall have been now seen as appearing in Big Brother, Love Island, Sesame Street.
Have they?
Yeah. So, therefore, they must only exist in Tommy Westphall's mind. And as they're factual, the theory goes in a complete circle. That do we exist in Tommy Westphall's mind, or does he exist in ours?
Good question.
Yeah.
Which characters have gone in Big Brother and Sesame Street?
So it's characters that they've watched on a screen that have appeared. But,
right.
but Sesame Street, for example, I think we've had a few. So I think Mork appeared on Sesame Street.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we had Mork, and then you also had Robin Williams, didn't you, that appeared on Sesame Street as well. But you've had all the crossovers because a lot of Cheers characters, a ton of Big Bang Theory characters, all appeared.
I forgot about Cheers and Frasier and stuff. And Sesame Street.
They all connect, and a lot of the medical staff from St. Elsewhere appeared, more than likely on purpose, in Endgame. They're at the hospital. No, it's not Endgame. It's not Endgame. It's not. It's Multiverse of Madness, isn't it?
What, when they're in
the hospital scene? There's a hospital scene. I'm pretty sure it's Multiverse of Madness when they're dealing with it's showing you how they're dealing with the fact that everybody's come back. Was it Multiverse of Madness?
Oh no, WandaVision.
Yes, there we go. It was
WandaVision. Yeah.
So I just remember the manic hospital scene, and everyone's panicking because everyone's blipped back. A lot of the medical staff there.
Are they? I had no idea about that. That is really.
Yes, they all just connect together, and that is the really.
So is that the simulation theory then?
Yeah, and that is the simulation. The simulation is letting us know that Tommy Westphall created us as all part of this circle, because it never stops growing. It just keeps branching out.
So why haven't Tommy Westphall given me a better job then?
I think he doesn't like us very much.
It's too real, Tommy.
It's too much. It's too much hassle.
No, but I really like that. That's I never knew. Obviously, I know about film and television, like mixing stuff and putting other universes and characters into other things, but I didn't know he went as deep as that with.
Yeah,
Tommy
it goes.
Westphall.
I'm gonna get the cigarette brand. It's gonna Morley cigarettes.
Morley, yeah.
Morley's the cigarette brand that features.
Yeah, Red Apple. I could remember because it's in every Tarantino film.
And Tarantino incorporated it because they were also in St. Elsewhere.
Oh, right, that's really cool. I thought Tarantino came up with Red Apple. See, I didn't realize.
No, I think he actually was aware of the. Because he's very switched on with this kind of stuff, isn't he?
Oh, he's insane when it comes to his. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I thought you might like that one, and I'll keep the other one. I'll keep the other one for next time. It's very, very short.
Okay,
or you can have it. It's tiny.
Go on, give it to me.
You ready? Really, really
Give
tiny one.
me.
This one has scientific backing as well.
I love it already.
Okay.
Wait, when you say it's scientific, do you mean pseudoscientific?
No, I mean actual scientific backup for one part of it.
Okay.
So when we fall asleep and when we dream,
I love it.
We dream of people that we've never met before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those people we have met before. Those people are combinations of just obviously when we see small percentages of images and people, and our dreams just piece them together as people. This theory also goes with the simulation theory. That isn't it weird that once I say this to you now, and everybody that watches this, it's going to become a thing. How many people you can meet, and then you will go, you remind me of this person, as if they're a blend of other people that you've seen. And then when you're made aware of it, it becomes even weirder. That then everybody you meet, you connect them to somebody else, and it becomes so fucking strange. And this happened to me a year ago, and it's freaked me out ever since.
No, I fully believe. I don't know what that's getting at, but what you're saying is, like, if you notice a word or if you notice a red car or a specific car, all of a sudden you see that car about 5 times a week and think, hang on, I never used to see this car, but now I'm seeing it everywhere because someone pointed it out to me. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What is that then? So what's the scientific backing of that?
The scientific backing is the dream part. So that is logistically right. The simulation theory is, well, how come it seems when someone points it out to you in real life that you can deduce everybody else to every other person you've ever met? And that it's like you're creating the person.
I know why. Because the person who made this reality, it needs to update their video game engine because they're having repeating textures, repeating models and assets.
It's Noel Edmonds with Unreal Engine 2.
Yeah. But no, that's what video games do. They'll render a car or something in the scene, and then you'll see that repeated in the engine, and this is what's happening.
It is a strange one, but I thought I'd share that because a lot of people are gonna see it, watch, and then they're gonna meet people, and every single time they go, "You remind me of someone." That I think I saw part of it on Joe Rogan. I think it was Joe Rogan with Neil deGrasse Tyson when he pointed it out.
Oh, okay.
And he was doing it just to mess with Joe Rogan, and he's like, "It's the strangest thing."
I'm massive into dreams. You know, I don't take anything into like dream explanations, but I do write my dreams down, and and I have.
Is that an attempt to like lucid dream or just
no? I'm fully aware. I have lucid dreamed.
Really?
I've done it a few times, not deliberately. But just realize, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And as soon as you realize, you start to wake up. It's really annoying.
How I know I'm dreaming, seriously, it's really strange. Because the other version of me is really, really cool. But I'll be like, if I realize I'm in a dream, I'll be like, here's my cigarettes.
No,
that's how I realize.
I've only done it about, like I said, it's never deliberate. It's just something I've realized during my dreams. I think, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And I immediately always start flying. It's the first thing I always do is start flying. I should,
like Falcor as well.
I just start flying, and within what it seems like in my dreams, like it seems like seconds, I wake up, and because you become aware that you're dreaming. That's when the reality breaks. It's like, what's that film? It's exactly like Christopher Nolan film. What's it called?
Oh,
they all go into their dreams. Can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's like that anyway.
Yeah.
Where you become aware of your dreams and all reality starts breaking down and you wake up, But but no, when it comes to dreams, and that's what you just told me there, is I don't believe that it's a fact, but I can believe that can happen, absolutely.
Yeah. But
I love that.
And that's the simulation thing that I think Neil deGrasse Tyson was getting to.
Yeah. Anything to do with simulation theory, I'm all on it. I don't believe it, but
not for 1 second.
I'm fully into it. I fully love reading about that stuff, and the simulation theory is, and it's not going on. Well, so what is going on? Is one of the biggest simulation theories, obviously, is that we're in like the year 3000 or something.
Yeah,
and
someone's going to make their mind up where we are.
Yeah, and this is the simulation. But the best thing about that, we can't prove it isn't.
Yep.
You can't prove it isn't.
You're going to start really haunted in me. Oh, for fuck's sake.
But no, I'll wait till you to come back. What was I saying? Oh yeah, basically how you can't prove the simulation theory isn't real.
Yeah. And I was saying you sound like Lee from Really Haunted.
What, is he saying stuff about simulation?
Oh, no, because he's like, well, you can't prove it's not real.
Right, yeah. So yeah, that was three technically. Amazing.
3, yeah.
So what? How do we rate these conspiracy theories on from a 1 to 10, 10 being it could possibly happen, to a 1 is the absolute bloody bollocks?
Well, I think yours has got to have at least a 5 because it's got plausible sections.
Yeah.
But it's also got 5 other bits that we know are absolute horseshit.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon to yours out of 10?
Well, mine, going on the facts which are out there, and this has only come from one person. This entire theory hypothesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 4 or a 5. Of the possibility that because of the way history works and history is written, we could be wrong. So I'll give it that. I'll give it a 5, in fact.
Yeah. Tommy Westphall. The all television series. See, for me, while I think if we go back 10 years ago, we could probably say 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Now, because of the awareness of it inside Hollywood and production.
And they love doing this stuff.
And I would say they actually actively do it now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So I would say it probably is plausible.
I was going to give it an 8 just for that reason. Because I know movies, TV shows, they love mixing universes. They might even tell you, they'll just put a product placement in there, or like a car or something from another movie or a TV show without telling you, and then you'll find out about it like a week later on breakdown channels. I'm gonna end this now.
Yeah.
I've really did we give you a third theory rating?
Oh no, we didn't know.
What was it again? The dreams thing. Oh,
yeah, the dreams thing being pointed out as the science has the backing that in dreams
I'm giving
people are
that
made out of what we see.
I'm going to rate that a 9.5.
But then you've got the other part of it, which if we then put into practice that the people that we see seem to just be made up of other people that we know.
I'm going to rate that a 6.5.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I loved it. I loved it. And I hope we can possibly do this again at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, we'll see how this video goes. So if anyone's watched it at the end, and you want to see more, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Whatever. I don't know what we're pointing at. We're pointing to something.
Just move my camera in the direction of the comments.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed that. And I appreciate you bringing your theories to me.
Yeah,
Are they theories or hypothesis?
Well, the one with the Tommy Westphall universe is the Tommy Westphall theory.
Yeah. The Phantom Time is called the Phantom Time hypothesis.
Yeah.
So,
The one with dreams, it's if people want to look at it, it's got an American medical journal, British medical journal study back in the dream state. But obviously, there's only so much research they can do into dreams.
I will look that up.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed.
I did.
And like I said, hopefully be back at some point soon. Don't know when, don't know how. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for Parple. But Parple is linked down below in the description, by the way. I will link his channel down below. Please go watch him, support him. Be careful for his shenanigans in his live stream. It's really fun. And yeah.
Thank you very much for having me, and I'll see you next time on Supermarket Sweep.
Yay! Bye all. Wave!
He's waving. He's...